Hey y'all, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I am here to do life coaching session number 19. It is called He or She Is Not the One. If you're new to my channel, welcome and blessings. If you're one of my returning viewers, watchers, or subscribers, welcome back. I'm sending you so much love and light and blessings as always. And if you don't know, because you're new to my channel, I am a life coach and tarot card reader ordained by God to do this. And with life coaching sessions, like if you guys were to call me and get a session, and I am available for both tarot card readings and life coaching sessions, so please read the description box below. My email's there if you need to reach out. But if you were to get a session with me and I called you or you called me, whatever way it goes, whatever's best for you guys. Basically, if it's a life coaching session, you guys can give me a topic about anything: love, education, your kids, your family, any type of issues that you're going through. And we could talk about it, and I will help you to find solutions. And, I'm very well versed. I'm well rounded. I do have 3 degrees. I have a lot of life experience. I've seen many sides of life on this side and in the spiritual realm. So I'm ordained by God to do this. I really enjoy it, so that's what I do. And like I said, if you want to schedule for a reading or life coaching session, the description box is below. I do also have PayPal and Cash App, so if you're feeling generous and you want to donate, just know I appreciate you, and any blessings you put into me will be put back into you. Okay, so typically I usually have around 10 cards that I show, and these are cards that I just wrote up. Basically, Spirit will send me a topic to discuss on, and it's interesting because for some reason it always falls on a Friday, or I'm supposed to post on a Friday. So if I get the idea on Thursday, I can upload it, but it's meant to really be for Friday. So, but anyways, this came today. I wrote it up real fast. It's usually really quick for me, and then I will post it up for you guys. Which once again, it's Friday, so Spirit's like, get up, somebody needs this today. So yeah, and it really comes in fast. So I really have to get up, write it out, get my cards ready, and then jump on. So here I am. I cannot believe I'm on life coaching session number 19. I don't do them every Friday. I do them when Spirit moves me with a topic that's really serious or something that people really need to know and will connect to. Okay, when I'm moved to do it. And I know when I am, because it comes lightning fast. The idea, they just keep popping. It's like, get up or I'm going to lose them. So get up and write them down like now. It's like I usually keep a pen and paper by the bed because it could be it's really fast and I never know when I'm going to get them. I was watching a video actually when it hit, and I was just like, pause this, go write this out, because I was going to finish watching what I was watching, but I'm like, nope. They're like, get up right now, because the ideas kept coming in fast and fast, and that's how it usually goes for me. So thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. So they definitely want this message to go out to people. And I was kind of skeptical about this one. I was like, I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm usually very uplifting. And Spirit led me to believe that, you know what, you're going to find the silver lining. You always do. So you will bring out what's necessarily needed. So thank you, God. All glory to God always. So it was like, no, this message needs to come out, because I'm like, people are going on dates. It's a Friday. We in the weekends, about to be Saturday tomorrow, and then Sunday. I'm like, and Spirit's like, look, they're going on dates. This is, the feeling that came over me. People are going out, and a lot of people may be in transition right now of dating somebody new, or ending a relationship, getting ready to start one, or somebody has healed, they're ready to start one, and they need to know if somebody is not the one. You know what I mean? They need to know what to assess when they're out on these dates. So, let's get started. Okay, so like I said, this life coaching session number 19, he or she is not the one. Hope you guys can see it. It looks dark to me. It always looks dark to me, but it looks lighter to me right now. It's actually still daytime. Okay, so how to know when somebody's not the one? Well, a lot of us already know when somebody's a liar and they're a cheater and this person is hurting you, but sometimes people don't take things as seriously as we should. We all know the things we didn't like from the previous relationships or from relationships around us. We know what didn't look good. We know what didn't feel good, what we didn't like. We know what major red flags are. Okay, you guys have studied this, and everybody knows in their life, you can look back and say to yourself, I saw it, I saw this, and I went right over it. But you're learning not to do that, not to ignore those cues. So this is one that we all know about. Number one, if someone is abusive, okay, this is a no-no, okay? And, there's a lot of tricksters that don't show that they're abusive from the beginning, or they don't show it in a way that you could pick it up, because some people are truly tricksters, and they know some tricks to get past certain people, or to prey on your emotions, or to play on them. So, but just remember, abuse is never to be tolerated. It's nothing to play with. Your life is important, and everybody deserves a happy, healthy, safe life to the best of our ability. So if somebody's emotionally abusive, name calling, anybody that continuously hits below the belt so that they can get a reaction out of you, they bring out the worst in you. They're physically and verbally violent. They're emotionally hurtful. These are cues to look for. When you feel this, you don't ignore those feelings, especially if it's, physical. And sometimes we ignore the emotional because we don't think it's just as important. It is just as important as the physical. Nobody who loves you should want you to hurt. They should want you to be happy and to be at peace. They should want the best for you. So do not ever tolerate abuse. Reach out, tell somebody, call for help, call a hotline, get out of those situations. If you can help it, don't even get in. Once you recognize the signs, don't even get in. You'll know better not to do it. But if you don't know better, or you didn't see those signs, once you do, it's get out. It's go time immediately. Do not even second guess yourself. Your safety, your life, your kid's life could be at stake. So always take care of you and yours. Don't wait. Do not wait, because these people usually don't change. They're going to go as far as you let them, and as far as they want to go. Remember, it's not your fault. It's their fault that they chose to be like this. And it's also up to them to get help. Make sure you get your help so that you are not in this type of situation. It's not healthy, it's not safe, and it's not right. And it's never okay. Anybody that isn't for you will take jabs at your self-esteem, most likely. And if people do this, you definitely want to get out of a situation like this. Sometimes these people want more. It looks like the camera got really dark because of my... Let me try this again. Sometimes they want more. They always want more. They're greedy. They're never satisfied. Make sure that you recognize when somebody's never happy. No matter what you do, you can't bring happiness to them. So they'll take jabs at your self-esteem. You can dress better. You can do this better. It's different when it's coming from a place of love and peace. When somebody wants you to be happy, it's a totally different thing when you always feel bad. You always feel like, I thought I looked beautiful today, but this person's making you feel like you're not good enough. Or, I like these shoes. You know what I mean? And this person's telling you, you might want to go put on something else. That's a slippery slope, because it's how they do it. You know what I mean? And it's how you feel. So let people know how you feel when they make comments about you, because if not, they'll keep doing it. And if it's out of love, at least they can do it in a way that's respectful. But when it's actually taking a jab at your self-esteem, they're putting you down because they feel down. They don't feel like they look as good. And they can be very beautiful and very sensual and very gorgeous and beautiful eyes or whatever. But when people don't feel good with themselves, a lot of time that misery loves company. So they'll take jabs at your self-esteem. They want you to feel low, even especially when they know you're feeling high and feeling good. Maybe you just lost 20 pounds, or you just bought this favorite dress and it looks amazing on you, or you just got this new tuxedo or outfit and you can't wait to show it off and wear it. And this person couldn't wait to laugh at the color, or to say, you could have put on something else, or you're overdressed or something, something like that. It's like, what, let me be overdressed. I'm feeling myself today. So, when people just want to bring you down, just to bring you down, it's not cool. It's not okay. It's not okay. Let me put this light a little bit closer to see if it'll light back up. Okay, I think it just did. Okay. So I won't put the cards too close. I'm still learning this phone. All right, card number 3. So when he or she is not the one, they don't comfort you. Maybe I'll put the light closer, because it actually said the light closer. I have no idea what's going on with this phone. This phone is so funny. Okay, we'll just put that one there. All right. So, like I was saying, they don't comfort you. When somebody is very cold, They don't give you the hugs. They don't give you the affection that you deserve. Pay attention to that. They're not the one. They shouldn't be pushing you away when you've done nothing wrong. That's crazy to me. What is going on with this lighting? I promise you, I don't know what this lighting is doing. Let me see. It is so weird what this lighting is doing right now. Sorry, you guys. Anyways, hopefully it stays. Well, maybe I'll just tell you guys the cards. Maybe I have it set on something. I have no idea. But anyways, when they don't comfort you, this is a big red flag here. So you know, when somebody's not the one, they give you very little to no affection. They have a really don't care attitude about themselves. You know, it's not cool. I really, this one really stands out for me. I really don't like this one. You know, you could be crying and they may not even ask you what's wrong, or they could be the reason why you're upset and crying, and they still go to bed like it's nothing. Or they just go about their day and not even check on you. You know, they just go lay down or whatever. Yeah, they feel bad, but they don't care. You know, or they don't truly feel bad. They just don't want to hear it, to be honest. But when somebody doesn't comfort you, especially in your time of need, and they see you going through it, even if they caused it, the least they can do is still apologize. I don't care if they've apologized 1,000 times. They still need to say it and say, you know, I hope you're okay and I'm sorry for what I did to you. You need to feel it. You know, if you're still hurting like that, it's because you're still going through it. And, you know, whether you're dealing with a family situation, something personal, whether it was something that they caused from a romantic interest or a friend or whatever, people who don't comfort you are showing very little care of how, and they're showing you how they really feel about you. That really stands out to me. Do not let people skip over that one. Don't let them skip and get to the next step with you in life when they show you that they don't really care like that. Something is deadly wrong there to me. It's seriously wrong. That's a move that's very cold. That's a cold-hearted move when you know something is wrong with somebody and you can just walk out on them and not care. You know what I mean? At least they could do is try. And I'm talking like adults. You know, I'm not talking about a teenager or, you know, a child who don't know any better. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who's grown. You know, grown man or grown woman. We all know better. And who's going to let their spouse sit there and cry and go through something and, you know, oh, well, I got to, you know, go about my day. At least you can do is hug that person. Even if you don't hug them back, they can at least say, I'm sorry for what I caused. You know, make some kind of amends, make some kind of peace. Are you okay? They should be asking you. There should be some type of connection there that shows that they care. When they show that they don't care, roll out, be done. Don't even get involved if you can help it. But if you're already, you know, involved, there's a relationship, there's a family unit, that's major to me. There's a lot wrong there. Okay. I'm on number 4. When he or she is not the one, they don't make you feel special. You know what I mean? Some people can buy you gifts, but you don't feel the care in them. You know what I mean? Some people can buy you, you know, jewelry and expensive things, but you can tell when they don't even try to get your style. You can tell it's different when in the beginning, maybe they don't know your style. They're just trying to figure it out. Or even if they bought something that wasn't your style, but they bought it because it reminded them of you. You know, when something's from the heart, I think you feel it. When the thought truly counts is when somebody really thought about you, not just picked anything off the shelf and say, here, you know, happy birthday. You know, it's the little things that really count. The big things too, but the little things along the way to get to the big things count as well. So when people put they're all into something and they really care, it shows. You know, even if they didn't get everything right, maybe they baked you a cake and it's undercooked. But they tried. You know, they tried. They iced in it. They spent, you know, all day trying to get it together and work on it, and maybe that's the third time the charm. You know, something like that. When people really put their all, and whether it came out great or it didn't, you can tell when people put their emotions and their feelings into it. That's what matters really to me the most. When people have made the effort. It's different for somebody to just go buy something to get you out their hair just to say they did it, just to say I did something for you. It's different when they pick something that they felt would make you light up and smile and be happy about. Okay? All right. Number 5, he or she is definitely not the one when they're emotionally disconnected. When this person doesn't have a lot of likes, and when I say likes, I'm not talking about, you know, the thumbs up likes. I'm talking about like they don't know what their favorite foods, their favorite colors. They don't know a lot of things about themselves. Typically, they're not connected with themselves. They're not happy with themselves. They're probably not walking their path. Most likely, they're not walking their paths if they're emotionally disconnected, or you're definitely not equally yoked. So this person you want to ask a lot of questions for. Talk about those boundaries when you're on the first and second and third dates. Talk about those core values, which I talk about all the time. It's important to ask and to discuss what your personal core values are, what matters to you. What are their priorities? What are yours? Because let's say, for example, it's against their religion to eat pork, but you love pork. That could be a problem. It seems little and minuscule. Well, don't eat pork. They might not even want to be in the house with somebody that cooks that. And you're like, pork is my favorite. They tripping. Well, let me tell you something. That little things like that could be a problem. That's different if they don't care. If it's like, what, eat what you want to eat. I eat what I, want to eat. I eat what I don't. I don't mind if you cook it. I don't mind smelling it. I just don't want to eat it. Enjoy it. But it's different if they're like, no, we have to be the same religion. We have to be the same. If I'm a vegan, I want a vegan. Or if I'm a vegetarian, I want a vegetarian. Some things you have to have these discussions to find out, what are your triggers? What's okay with you? What's not okay with you? What's okay with them? What's not okay with them? So, and not just that, but people emotionally disconnected, they typically have low standards. They don't want that much out of a partner, or they may not know what to even want. And it could be lack of experience. There could be a lot of reasons for this, but this is why they're emotionally disconnected. I don't think this person fully knows themselves. This person is, I would consider, kind of lost. They're still trying to find themselves when you don't know what these things are, your boundaries and certain things. I don't know why this light keeps going dim, and now it's not the card. It's not the card. Interesting. Sorry for the darkness. I have no idea what this phone is doing. I don't know. But it's recording. Okay, I'm going to put this up here and see if it goes lighter. That looks so dark to me. I'm like, what? Let's put this up here. You guys are like, what is she doing? Okay, I'm trying to get the light to stay up. I must have it on I must have pushed something on accident. I have no idea. But anyways, let's get to number 6. How do you know they're not the one? They're sneaky. I can't stand a sneaky person. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just listen to the message. Bear with me, you guys. This person's sneaky. They're a liar. Their phone's always face down. They're very jumpy if you come around the corner. They may hide your relationship status from other people. They're not very open. They're not transparent. They keep things to the chest. I can understand getting to know somebody, but once you fully know them and you've made every effort possible to be open and transparent, you've shown this person that they can trust you, they should be trusting of you. So if they're not, something's going on here. That's definitely a red flag of that person not being the one. If they're always on the move, but they never talk about their day, what happened in your day, who you're dealing with. It's not that you're trying to be nosy. You're trying to keep a dialogue open and conversation going. And a lot of times these people don't want to talk very much. They really don't. And you don't have to be a big talker to have substance with your communication. They should have that. They should definitely have that. But anyways, I don't know what this light is doing. Anyway, 7. Hides your relationship status. Yeah, this goes right with being sneaky. I don't like a sneaky snake. So pay attention to how they act and how they react. I mean, when they introduce you to family and friends, how do they introduce you? Are you introduced as a friend, as the boyfriend, the girlfriend? What's the title they're giving you? The homie, the homeboy, the friend, the pal, associate? What are they introducing you as? And think about what they're introducing you to their family and friends as. Compare that to how they treat you at home. If you're playing the role of boyfriend and girlfriend, or we living together and all that, and they're getting the benefits of a relationship, and they're very lovey-dovey at home, and you have already established that you guys are in a commitment, but in front of family, this is the homie. That's a major problem. So make sure you know what you guys are so you can compare that when they introduce you. Pay attention to that. Sometimes they may act strange or very detached around, the gender that they're attracted to. And it also could be another person. If they act funny around that one relative or this one person that comes to the party all the time, pay attention to that. Something is weird or wrong there. So pay attention to that. And that's odd. And it could be certain family members. Maybe they get in front of a certain family member and show out. It's different when you're just having a good time than if this person is making you feel less than who you are. They're making you feel like you're not even there. You're not even special. And they don't even care. That's a problem to me. Something is definitely not right there. All right. Number 8, they cannot take responsibility. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm putting it here. When somebody can't take responsibility, they blame you, they blame everybody else. It's always somebody else's fault. Even if they say, okay, I did this, but you guys pushed me to it. But I did this, but you made me do this, They have to take responsibility for their part, just like you need to take responsibility for your part. A person that cannot do this is somebody that's not going to be worth being with in the long run, because when problems arise, and it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, it could be a friendship, it could be a romantic partnership, a marriage, a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever it is your situation is, there is going to be a disagreement at some point. And sometimes one person's at fault, sometimes both is at fault. The person at fault should be adult enough to recognize that and own it. That's called being mature and taking responsibility. 9, what are they willing to do to be better? So at this point in time, it's like you are going to have disagreements. Like I said, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have certain times where you disagree, where you're not on the same page about something. This is where conversation comes in. Does this person just walk off and blow some steam? Or can this person sit and talk eye to eye respectfully without yelling, without going off, and come up with positive resolutions? If they cannot run, you don't ever want to be with somebody who ends the night with, you're mad, I'm mad, and we can't get anywhere. You know what I mean? There should be solutions. Or, you know what? Let's talk about the solutions in the morning and let's put it aside. Or let's say somebody has to go to work, things happen, people get busy. Maybe you work at night and she works in the daytime. And, you guys may not can sit down and talk right away. So let's talk on the phone. Let's come up with some resolutions and we'll discuss them at, when we're both free in 5 hours or something like that. That's cool. That's what you want. You don't want somebody who just leaves things in the air. Let me tell you something. If they leave it in the air, it doesn't go anywhere. More problems just stack up over it. So, pay attention to those arguments and those disagreements and how things are handled. Does this person berate you or curse you out or disrespect you? I don't like, I really don't like couples that cuss each other out. I don't like that. I think it's rude and disrespectful. And I think usually it's going to elevate at some point. It's going to elevate. I can understand playing around, but when you're being serious, like in a disagreement where somebody's really upset or hurt, when somebody's feelings are involved in emotions and they're hurting inside, that's not something to play with. That's a very sensitive time, and nobody should be playing with that, is how I feel. Okay. All right. Number 10. So how do you know this person is not the one? Well, he or she is not the one when they are a repeat offender. This means they continuously repeat negative patterns, cycles, habits, whatever it is. They keep making those same negative choices over and over again. This is after you've talked about it, after you've gotten help about it, after you've gotten advice from different family and friends about it, and they still keep going. So when you get to this point and this person is a repeat offender, and I'm not talking like, once or twice, I'm like continuously. This is a pattern. Now it's become a pattern that stands out in your mind as, I'm not cool with this. I'm not okay with it. I didn't like it the first time. I don't like it the 6th time. So this is a problem. This person's not the one. This means they're not willing to grow. They're not willing to upgrade and level up and change. Anybody that is not willing to change to be their best self is going to stay stagnant and hold you back. I have learned to not date for potential. Date for what you see is what you get. Because there is no guarantee that somebody will change to be better. They should be. But not everybody's willing to put in the work that you will. And this is how people outgrow each other. Because while, let's say, you decide to learn about relationships, you're reading self-help book, you are watching different life coaches and tarot cards readers and relationship experts and coaches, and this person is the same person they was 20 years ago. They have the same mindset. They have not grown at all. It will become a problem. And I do believe God will remove people out your life, and vice versa, when you're not equally yoked. This is why a lot of marriages don't work. And you hear people say, well, we just grew apart. You didn't just grow apart. You grew apart because too many things didn't change, and one person just elevated and the other person didn't. And I'm not just talking about with money. I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about emotional development. I'm talking about making sure that, you don't repeat those same negative patterns. If you are still cheating and this person forgave you like 5 times ago and you're on number 7 and 8, this is crazy. I don't think anybody should stay on one time, let alone 7 or 8. But now you've hurt this person repeatedly too. A lot of times people become numb and they just start changing their own mindset. They will help you to change, to start accepting it. That's what they want. They want you to accept their behaviors. If you do not stand by your own boundaries, you're going to tolerate the things you hate. Do not do that, because now you're becoming what they want, and this is how you lose who you are. And now how can you grow if you've just become accustomed to who they are and what they want and what they need? What do you want and need? If you are fulfilling them, who is fulfilling you? So make sure you guys pay attention to these things. All right, that was number 10. I hope these messages help all of you, as many of you as possible. I'm sorry for the lighting. I have no idea if it's dark or not. It looks dark to me. It looks really dark, but it could be okay. I don't know. But most importantly, I hope these messages resonate with all of you, or as many of you as possible. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm wishing you all blessings, infinite joy, happiness, peace, and love. And remember that you are special. Everybody deserves a safe, happy, healthy love. That, yes, it will have challenges, but you can overcome them with the right person. Make sure you know what you want, need, and desire, and listen. And most importantly, observe. Observe people. Do not jump headfirst into situations without seeing how they are with your family, their family, their friends, your friends, how they communicate with people. Does this person represent you well behind your back and in your face? What do your friends think? And I'm talking about your friends that you can actually trust and love. What do they think about this person when you're around and when you're not around? What vibe and energy do they get about this person? Because oftentimes people can get a sense about other people, and it's not always coming from a place of jealousy or envy. Sometimes it's just that realness. So listen, but always go to God and see what God has to say. That's the most important opinion, God and yours. And make sure you observe people, watch, because people really do show you who they are. And eventually, if they have been pretending to be something they're not, they're going to slip. They are going to slip and tell you who they are as well. And what I mean by tell you, you're going to have certain conversations, or it can just be dead silent. And they're going to slip something. They're going to act in a certain way that maybe you haven't seen, or you just overlooked and didn't pay attention. They're going to say something that's going to touch your soul a little bit differently. And if it doesn't feel good, it's not good. Listen to your intuition, listen to God, listen to your entire spiritual team, and do what's best for you at all times. You all want somebody you can grow with, but understand this: you cannot ever force anybody to grow. If it was this easy, more marriages would stay intact and together and be happy and at peace. Like I said, God will remove people when people are not getting it right and they're not equally yoked. So pay attention to people around you, and not just, this doesn't just apply to the one. This can apply to friends. It can apply to co-workers. Pay attention to the relationships around you, because as you get older, I guarantee you, it will be far and few that get to the top with you. And you will be thankful for this. I'm so thankful for this. This used to hurt me so much that I can't take everybody with me. But I'm thankful for this to God. And I honest to God said this today. I'm thankful that everybody can't come with me, because I know everybody have not done the work to get where I'm going and where I am today. And they still won't do the work. They haven't, and they still won't. And some of them never ever will. It's up to them. Everybody has to walk their own path. But we can't make anybody get it right. It's up to them. They have to go to God and they have to do the work. And the hardest work is the spiritual work. That's the personal growth, the personal work. Okay. Much love, blessings, love, and light. Bye, y'all.